TYG, this youth generation is Dion Price. We have set you guys up, and I start when I deal with young people and I do presentation, I start with an apology, a very sincere apology, because we have made it hard for you. So, for example, a generation ago, we've made it very difficult, more so than it was for us. Today, it is much more difficult for you and your generation to have the basic needs. And what the heck are the basic needs? That means housing, education, and a livable wage. Those are the basics. And we have set those things far out of reach for you guys based on some silly-ass decisions and some ill-advised decisions that our leadership and our generation have made that negatively affect you. For example, I graduated by the skin of my teeth, Dorsey High, class of '86 in the mix. Getting to San Francisco State University, I was fortunate enough to get there through the help of some EOP educational programs and financial aid. $91 a unit was the cost of tuition at San Francisco State during that time. To live on campus, room and board was only $1,200 a semester. The entire tuition, room and board, books, all that stuff was a couple $1,000s at the most. Not bad at all. Now, fast forward 25, 30 years later, San Francisco State and all other Cal State schools are $375 per unit. There's $6,000 a year for if you want to live on campus, including tuition, fees, books, all that. It'll cost you up to $25,000, $30,000 a year. This is, almost quadruple the cost of what it was just 25, 30 years ago. It's almost out of reach for most. Also, a few years later, I left college, wanted to get my own apartment. Housing. I got my first apartment. 1991, $650 a month. Living off campus, one-bedroom apartment, Bay Area, Peninsula area. Can that happen today? No. It wasn't a plush coastside apartment living lavishly, nah. But it wasn't the Roach Motel either. It was a nice one-bedroom apartment in the Peninsula. Fast forward that, 20 years later, 25 years later, can that happen? No. The average cost of a one-bedroom anywhere up and down the Bay Area in the Peninsula area is out of reach. $2,500 to $3,000 per month. That also has quadrupled in cost. Back in the day, and people argue sometimes that, okay, the cost of living increased, things got more expensive naturally. That's bull crap, because things have gotten more expensive at an alarming rate and also doubled and tripled the cost. Minimum wage in 1991 was $5 an hour. Okay, you could still survive on that because to get an apartment was only $500, $600 a month. You could still survive on a $5 an hour job or something like that. Nowadays, minimum wage is still low. It has only doubled in almost 25 years. It's just barely $10 an hour, and they're just now starting to increase that. So everything has increased or quadrupled except wages. So that's put you guys further and further behind. Now, you have to make triple the cost or the amount what we were making to even survive with the basic needs. That's what I mean is unfair. And we sit back, our generation, and brag about, oh, when I was 19, 20, I had my own apartment, I had my own car. That's bull crap. We need to just stop saying that, because we had clearly an unfair advantage because wages were relatively closer than it is now. It wasn't 4 times more expensive than it is now. So we really have put you guys in an unfair advantage, and we need to stop being as critical for this youth generation and start being more resourceful and help you guys navigate through this unfair, trifling system that we've laid before you, and be more resourceful to help you navigate through it so you can be a productive citizen, help you with your education, help you with your training, help you get certified, help you get gainful employment, and improve the quality of your life. So on behalf of my selfish, bad decision-making generation, and on behalf of those who really care about youth, I apologize, and I am a resource, and I encourage all other people in this generation to help become resources to help you improve the quality of your life. This youth generation, something to think about.